most difficult time within my life was probably when I was 5 years old. That's when my parents divorced. I didn't see my dad as much anymore, like at all. He just stopped coming, and I stopped wanting to pursue a relationship with him. I remember just being really angry towards my mom, yelling at her, I hate you, when, you know, I didn't really mean that. I grew up feeling abandoned, feeling lonely, and feeling just rejected. I just heard things from my mom about, you know, what happened between them, and it just really created like an anger within me to really not want to know who he is, not even care. Like I was hoping for the worst for him, because he just basically, it felt like he just left us and rejected us. And so even through high school, I just felt loneliness, and I was surrounded by all these awesome people who, you know, were just there, but for some reason there was something missing, and I didn't know what it was. Yeah, like I really wanted to kind of get him back, and the way I did that was through judo, by succeeding. But I became a 4-time state champion within judo, and it was my way of kind of saying like, like take that, you know, I became successful and I didn't need a dad. At the end, it didn't really matter, because that happened. I was you know, at a point where I was like, yeah, I did this, but what's next? And I felt like that was when God really came into my life and really changed me. It was my second semester of my first year in college, and I had 3 jobs, I was going to school, I barely got to see my friends, and like that loneliness and emptiness I just felt inside, it was just present even more than it ever was. I was just in a place where I was like, what's the point of this? What's the point of this life, and why am I here? And then that's when God came into my life. For some reason, things just clicked. Like the youth pastor that was my teammate, he told me the gospel. Bam! I was saved, and I was like, wow, I can really do this. Like, oh, like everything made sense. And so I felt like that's when God really like came into my life, and even being able to forgive my dad, as weird as it sounds, it was instant. And so from there, I was trying to pursue a relationship with my father. I tried to write him a letter, and it didn't work out. I got the letter back, and I remember sitting down one day, just journaling, trying to listen to God, and I just felt him like say like, you didn't even try. Like, don't try to find your dad. It's gonna come. Like the opportunity is gonna come. It happened when my mom, she actually came to me, and she's like, Bryttney, I saw your dad at this child support thing. She kind of knew I kind of wanted to find, you know what it was. So that was when she's like, oh, you can have his number if you want. I kind of ignored it for a little bit because I was really surprised, not expecting it to be this soon. It was Super Bowl Sunday, and I came to church. I remember that, and it was right after church service, and I already had so many feelings of just kind of like being like a little scared of doing it, like uncomfortable. But I knew like that day was the day, and that's what I kept saying. Today is the day. Today is the day. So I was like, okay, today is the day. I call my father. So I called him, and amazing. Like he is completely like a man of God. So after that, I asked my dad, oh, let's meet up, and he's like, yeah, of course, anytime. And so like he really did want to pursue a relationship with me also, and that is something only God can do. Like when I walked into Zippy's, I looked and I knew exactly who he was. I knew who my dad was. I saw him and I walked right up to him. I don't know what it was, but I just knew he was my dad. Like he knows God, he has the Holy Spirit, and he does ministry, you know what I mean? It's amazing. He's a Catholic, and he helps the nuns, but he's definitely like a godly man, and it's just amazing to see how much God has put him back together. It's so cool because I can talk with him about all these spiritual things that I can't talk to anybody else, you know, who doesn't know God. Like I can't talk to my mom like that. And so it's cool because now we can meet up, me and my dad, and we can pray for both my mom and my brother. It's just amazing to be able to know who he is and really, you know my dad, know my father. And so, like, it's definitely God. Like, yeah, there's so much hope that God gives us, and God is just amazing. I can't even tell you how amazing he is. It's just breathless because this is not anything anybody can do. This is something only God can do. Amen. That's it.